What is going on, everyone? This is Ninja Geek here, and in today's video, as you can see on screen, we are beating people down with the wrench. I mentioned in my last live comm of me opening up 650 crypto keys that I got the wrench on my Xbox account, but I didn't go into much detail. But here's some gameplay using the wrench. And I want to talk about supply drops, of course, now being pay to win. Treyarch has turned the cycle, I guess, on us. And it was expected, honestly. We should have expected this coming. I wasn't really expecting it coming, but I knew that it could have happened, and here we go. We have it in here. So, the melee weapons that are coming, the crowbar and that Fury song, whatever, I think that sword, that's fine, because those are reskins of the combat knife, and they all work in their own different ways, but, they're combat knives, so I don't really care if they're in the supply drops. They're just cosmetic stuff. But the MX Garand, the Marshal 16, and the crossbow, whatever that, the NX Shadow Claw, are new weapons. And, they suck, whatever. People that probably have them say that they suck all the time. Like, you get those people that say they suck, whatever the case may be. It is what it is. I think... Obviously, I don't have any of them, and I've actually picked up the NX Shadow Claw. I haven't picked up any of the other weapons. I haven't seen them, but I have picked up the Shadow Claw, and I got one kill with it. It is pretty difficult to use, but either way, whether they suck or not, they're new weapons, and people still want them. And I'm just going to get right down to it. I just think that Treyarch should have either made it a free DLC for all the stuff that we already paid for, or at most, it should have just been a regular gun DLC where we can just buy it like we did in like Ghosts, something like that, like Call of Duty Ghosts, where we can buy the Ripper, for example. I think after the DLC came out for that, they had the Ripper available to just buy as a standalone weapon. Like, they should just do that, because I would be willing to spend $6 or even $10 on these three weapons, because, it's like, okay, I'm guaranteed to get these weapons. I'm not spending money on supply drops to try and get these weapons to have a chance that it might be. It's just not something that I would do, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this in your comments on what you think about supply drops, because I think they are pay to win in my own personal opinion. Obviously, people have different thoughts on it, because some people just use the crypto keys and they're like, oh god, man, it's not pay to win, because I got the new weapons just using the crypto keys. But then, I opened up 650 crypto keys, and I got 3 camos and some other gear that I didn't really give a shit about. And that's what it comes down to. It's all RNG, and I know that. It's not like I don't know that. I do know that, but it's complete BS. The whole supply drop system is BS. Now, do I like supply drops in Black Ops 3? Yeah, I think they're a fun and interesting little thing where you can get camos from it and cosmetic stuff. But when it comes to the new weapons, and new weapons even further to come down the line, I just don't think that those should be in the supply drops. My own personal opinion, but again, you could leave your comments below. But anyways, the new weapons do look pretty damn cool. The MX Garand obviously being the M1 Garand, or a reskin of that from World at War. Very good in looking and sounding and feeling, in my own opinion, from the gameplay that I've seen of it. I really want it so bad. The Marshal 16, at first, it looks like a Derringer, because obviously it's got 2 shots, but it turns out to be like a 16 gauge shotgun, as known by the Marshal 16. And, I thought it was a Derringer, but my friend actually corrected me in that, it has similar qualities, but not really. So it's kind of like its own breed, I guess, which is interesting here in Call of Duty, that it's not, it's similar to a weapon that's already out there, which most weapons in Call of Duty are similar to the weapons out there in the real world, but this is a new breed, I guess, of a Derringer, and it's a shotgun, so it's kind of like the Executioner from Black Ops 2, so I'm curious to see how that is. And I used the Shadow Claw. It's a crossbow. One thing I will mention about the Shadow Claw is that it's not explosive bolt, which is what I've been wanting in a crossbow, because in Black Ops 2, and yeah, even Black Ops 1, when they had the crossbow, it was explosive bolt, and I'm sitting here like, well, that's stupid. What's the point? If I'm going to get a direct impact with the crossbow, why have it so it sticks to them and have it, it's just stupid. But the Shadow Claw is exactly what it is. It stays in the shadows. There's no explosive bolt, and I think you can get explosive bolt for one of the attachments for it, but again, the default Shadow Claw is just a regular crossbow, which is pretty damn cool, and I really want to get these weapons, but hopefully I'll get them soon. Like, you can see, I end up using the wrench in this gameplay, because I didn't even, I just open up one of the supply drips, I got the wrench, I'm like, oh, okay, I got the wrench. I wasn't doing anything, I wasn't opening it up, I just Usually when I'm on Xbox, I just open up the crypto key or the supply drops whenever I get them, and I just happen to get this. But now what I'm probably going to do is after I get some of the weapons, I'm probably going to save up a bunch of them until they announce, hey, new weapons, and then I'll go for it again. But I honestly, just in my own opinion, in the end, I just wish that supply drops only had cosmetic stuff and you could just at least buy, I mean, you know, put them in the supply drops too. I mean, that's cool if you put them in there, but make it so I could just buy the outright weapon. It just makes more sense. And honestly, I think they would get more money for doing that, because then you would have people that, like me, that are like, oh, okay, you know, I could spend $10 on a pack of 3 new weapons in the game. I mean, $10 is a lot for 3 new weapons, but I'm just saying at most $10. It's probably going to be less than that. But if I had to spend $10 on 3 new weapons, I completely probably would, because these weapons are pretty cool, and I know for sure that I'm going to spend $10 and get these weapons. I'm not spending money on supply drops hoping to get these weapons, which a lot of people are doing out there. But that's really the end of this video commentary. Leave a like, of course, if you did enjoy, and subscribe for more content as I start beating people down with the wrench. The wrench is so fun, people. If you get this thing, don't overlook it. It is pretty damn fun. I know it's just a reskin of the knife, but when it hits someone, it's just like you just feel like a boss when you hit someone with it. The new melee weapons, the crossbow and the other ones, I mean, the Fury Song, they're cool, but I wasn't really looking for, I mean, you know, if I got them, I would have been like, oh, that's cool, I got a new weapon, and I would have been excited, but it wasn't, you know, the main things that I was going for. I was mainly going for the MX Garand and the other ones. So, yep, that's it. I'll see you in whatever my next video happens to be. This is Ninja Geek. I'm out. Peace.